Hello, my name is Suckett. We are playing FTB Oceanblock 2, and we're gonna pick up right where we left off in last episode, which I thought lasted a lot longer than it did. We are picking ourselves up some airsats leather, and all we need is some tough fabric that we've been getting from our hemp over there. And I will tell you, I said last episode that we'd be getting into mystical agriculture and I'd be using that soil, but I will not. I will be using the ferrocore soil that you get from just hoeing with the ferrocore hoe. It's sick. Like, watch just how, like, we can just sit here and watch the hemp grow. It's not quite as fast as we can harvest it, but pretty fast. Like, I was just out here. But that should be a good... Yeah, there's some right there. Already ready. Nice. There's a little bit more growing. Like, it's super fast. But that's a couple of quests completed. Thank goodness. Oh, a stack upgrade? We'll put a stack upgrade in. That does exactly what it says it does. We could fit like 128 cobble in one of these. So that's nice. Now, speaking of mystical agriculture, we're going to make a little 9x9 out here. Just like old times. And we're going to hoe it up and we're going to make some mystical agriculture seeds. Alright.
Water.
Whoops. Hello.
Water.
There we go. I have it. I have a hotkey for the tools, the ferrocore tools. I assume there is. So you want it activated to do the special thing, basically. In the case of the hoe, it gets you this soil that's like gooey, and things grow quickly. The soil, however, has no gooey, which is fine. We're gonna have to... I don't think there's probably anything special to making the mystical agriculture seeds except, we need seeds. We have a good amount of, like, those sushi go seeds. Maybe we can use those. Let's see, though. What we're gonna be making to start is a whole field. Yeah, okay, looks like wheat seeds only. Yeah, looks like wheat seeds only, so... We'll be sifting some dirt. Our source of wheat seeds is our sifter here. It does look like it's only the cloth mesh that gets you the wheat seeds, so hopefully we'll have some good luck. Now we have another airdrop coming down, that's cool. This one's bigger. Oh, still just got the 4 chests, so... Let's see what we have. A little redstone, an ender chest. Oh, a generator. That's cool. A little bit more easnium. A belt from Charm. Holding down shift is how you get to the GUI. And a thermal evaporation block. Here we have a little archwood. Block of ferrocore. Oh, this void flame. Oh, a power cell. Delightful. We might see if we can hook that power cell up to our windmills right now. I think I've tried and failed to use that block before. I think what we do is we right-click with one of these wrenches to set input and output. I would imagine that's input. So let's grab, let's see, we got a cable, and we have another connector. We can just send up to our relay. Okay, yeah, and now this is storing power. It'll store 4 million. That's very nice. Now that we have this, we can kind of truck right along. I think, to a metallurgic infuser. We don't have to worry about power, about the pneumatic craft stuff. We can deal with that later. There are things we need to get into Mekanism for. Okay, so we do need steel first. Looks like, well, yeah, just enriched iron. Well, we need steel to get steel, is that it? That can't be right. Alright, back to the quest log we go. We're over here in the steaming ahead. It's like, this is still locked because we need to get here. So, okay, so we really do need to, we can convert basic power into pressure. So we're still here. Alright, so it looks like what we're actually doing is making a foundry. I hope. We're going to need some electrum, which, as you might expect, is just silver and gold. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Watch it kind of doing its thing. Where's the electrum? There's the electrum. Alright, we need some plates, because what we actually need is wire. I'll just take our handy dandy wire cutters. So we need the electrum to make the magnetic coil. Now also need Invar. Okay. I think we can handle Invar in that smeltery. It's typically that's a lot of osmium. It's typically 2 iron to 1 nickel for 3 Invar. Let's find out. Alright. Oh, we got a little Constantin? Like, okay. We're starting to just get a mess in here. Oh, that's alright. We'll drain it out and get things a little more exact. So let's go ahead and make our little coils here. That's very nice. We're going to need a couple of electrum ingots. I think we finally have everything here. There's our motor, a little bit of ferrocore, a little bit of nickel, and those coils. And there is our foundry. So, okay, so this is big, huh? Or is it? Alright. We're going to set an output. And we're going to need, what all are we going to need? Okay, I have no idea if it's going to like power here. Okay. Ow. It likes the power fine. That's, machine is not assembled. Please add missing core blocks. Let's see what the quest line has to say. The powered foundry. I have basic power and the ability fire brick foundry and make a powered one. This should be able to craft a powered foundry. Hold control for more info. Okay, so we need machine cores? What's a machine core? Well, it's not so... Oh! I'm still not used to my new setup over here. Let's see. Dang it. Machine cores. So, primitive machine core would be just a crafting table and planks. Now, basic, we could do copper. Okay. Alright, well let's start with a little bit of wood. This doesn't seem like it's so bad. We would need 3 crafting tables, right? There's 3 crafting tables. And there's the primitive machine core right there. And then we can take some copper, I believe. And let's get some nickel too. As we can, like so, for the basic. Okay, so these are used for things too. All right. Wasn't there another machine core we could have made? These improved? Oh, okay, we could have done that with redstone and nickel. But we have this. And if we just right-click it right there, it's fine? Is that... Oh my goodness! Okay. Neat. That was really cool. Alright, or attack. Seems like a cool mod. This thing's doing fine. We could use some more power generation. I think that we can finally take our coal coke here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we can take, we'll have to cook up, we'll have to, some more iron going. But I think we can just toss these in here now. And get steel. Which would really help us out. It's got a little animation. That's nice. Cool. Our power generation is not keeping up with that thing. That's not surprising. Our power generation is kind of terrible right now. We can mitigate that somewhat by adding some sails to our windmill. We just need a bunch more tough fabric. And that's enough to make 3. And all we gotta do is click them on here. If we can get at it. Yeah. And now we'll be able to see the one we put the sail on. You can, number 1, see the sails. And number 2, you can see it's spinning visibly faster than the one without sails. It's still not keeping, well, maybe it is. Well, no, it's still not keeping up. But, you know, by the time we get back over here, almost all of our hemp will probably have regrown. Well, maybe not quite yet, but I just harvested it like a second ago, and it's like 50%, 75%. Looking good. Meanwhile, we've gotten ourselves some seeds. So we can make ourselves some of those inferium seeds. We can actually make a pretty decent number. Not as many as I would like, but it's a good start. We're just gonna run them over and plant them. Now, I doubt that we'll be getting more seeds. That's okay. There'll almost certainly be a way to do that. Yeah, but they work in this stuff. It looks like some of them are already growing. Anyway, we might as well grab what steel we have here and see what quests we can cash in. Okay. And probably some that we've got to... Okay. Rations. Healthy veggies. Oh, okay. Little food. I'll take it. Over here in general storage. Okay, this is for that ender chest we got as a quest reward. And then mystical agriculture. Essence loot crate. Anything else? Looks like it. Let's see. All the way down here in immersive for the what do you call it? An unbreakable template. The what now? Construction sticks. Okay. Can we disassemble this? No. But we could make any of these construction sticks, it looks like, unbreakable. All we need is a little crying obsidian. That's pretty cool. And finally, one that we have to place down. We got a rage glove. Can we do anything with it right now? +1 experience point. We have no leveling points. Well, I think we're just gonna equip it. Nice. This stuff is already grown. So from the inferium crops, unsurprisingly perhaps, you get inferium essence. Moves right along, isn't it? Quite nice, quite nice. Anyway, we gotta come up with some adamant. And I guess that's diamond and a nickel. So, here we are. Shouldn't take long. It's cooking right up. I love the windmill sound. Okay, that should register some... Well, that one's still locked. It's fine. We can go ahead and make these tubes and then make the pressure and get into pneumatic crap. But what we're actually trying to do... And the reason is we need stuff from the nether, folks. And I don't know if you saw through there, but it's like... Looks like a couple hundred blocks down to a lava ocean, and we're gonna be mitigating that. I guess our short-term goal is gonna be hydrogen, and for that we finally have some steel. So can we finally make this thing? I think we can. Here we go. One metallurgic infuser, and I think that's gonna start right there. This is gonna do great things for us. One of the first things it's gonna do for us is make us, so we've got 2, 4. Let's make a couple of these. We need some osmium, and we need some redstone. So we're gonna put redstone in this slot over here. And it's going to turn it into liquid redstone, 80 millibuckets, 1 dust per millibucket. I'm going to put the osmium over here. And it's going to process, and it's going to take 20 millibuckets of redstone and 1 osmium ingot to produce a basic control circuit. We got those. We are now, just sort of as an in the meantime thing, we're going to take 24 coal and 12 iron. Our coal is going to turn into carbon, 240 millibuckets worth. This thing will take our iron and I think 10 millibuckets of the carbon, turn it into enriched iron. Yep. Next thing on the menu is an energized smelter. We'll take 1 steel casing and 2 of those control circuits. We got some redstone. We got some redstone. There we go. A little bit of powered smelting. We'll have to hook it up. Now with the smelter, among other things, we can directly smelt the clusters into the ingots. But there are other options for cluster processing that we can use to increase our yields. Meantime, we're going to use this thing to produce us some more redstone. That's delightful. Okay, next up, we want to make an enrichment chamber. We're going to use this in tandem with the hydrogen. We're going to end up splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. We're going to use the oxygen for this processing and the hydrogen for, well, we shall see. But we're going to make another casing here, and then we're going to need, I guess, a couple of iron, and that's it. Okay. I'm not complaining about it. There we go. I'm going to pop this thing down right here. So we've got 12 enriched iron now, and we have 120 millibuckets of carbon left. We can now process this again, right back in the metallurgic infuser. We put it right back into the processing slot, and we'll get some steel dust that we can smelt into steel in our energized smelter. Now, one thing we can do with the enrichment chamber is we can take, well, it enriches materials. In some cases, that improves the processing, like we saw in JI over here, but in the case of redstone and a few other things, you can get an enriched version. As we saw, 1 redstone dust gave us 10 millibuckets, but 1 enriched redstone will get us 80. So that's cool, and especially when you're talking about using like diamond in here or refined obsidian, that's that's good value. Next thing on the menu is a crusher. This is a step in the processing tree. We're gonna hook it up. The next step in the process requires some more sophisticated ingredients. We're gonna need infused alloy, which we make with 10 millibuckets of redstone and a copper. So we'll go make 10 of those, I guess. Now these machines may seem kind of slow, but they're all upgradable and in multiple ways. We'll just get, let's see, and then what, a copper ingot? Let's get some more copper. Now this part at least we don't have to have a whole machine to make. We can just, we need 2 of them, right? Okay. 2 of those. 1 purification chamber. This takes another enrichment chamber as an ingredient. We're going to plop this down right here. Whoop. Come here, you. We're going to plop it down right here and hook it up. Now for the purification chamber to work, it needs 2 things. It needs an input and it needs another input. Typically, oxygen. Maybe the only thing. Oxygen. We are going to be getting oxygen and hydrogen from, I hope, an electrolytic separator. Here we go. All familiar ingredients except for this thing, which we'll have to come up with some dust. That's not very hard because we have an enrichment chamber. Now you probably noticed that's 4 for 3. Your yields get better as you go up the chain. In the purification chamber, we'll be doing what? We'll be doubling into the clumps and then crushing the clumps, and then so this will be an ore doubler for us, so we won't have to worry about lava, and we can improve it up to there's 2 more sets of machines. It gets quite complex, but it's also pretty cool. So we'll be getting into that. But there's our gold dust. Let's make some osmium dust and some iron dust. So here's our core. And here is our electrolytic separator. Now we're going to need... Oh, that's fine. We're going to need a couple of tanks for this thing. So let's see. There's this is what we're looking for. The basic chemical tank. Here we go. Basic chemical tanks. Ooh. Lots of toast. Now, we're going to come in here to the configurations. We want to come over here to chemicals. Okay. So, output to the right. We're going to turn the eject off just for the moment to see which chemical ends up in which slot. Now, we still have to get water in here to make it do. And I had a thought. Delightful. Now, assuming it's not nerfed in this pack, the kitchen sink from cooking for blockheads. Oh, there's a Woody coming. Where is it? There it is. Anyway, it's in sight range. It'll keep. We're gonna do this. The sink is an infinite water source. So we're gonna, So we're gonna pop it right there. Give it a right click. It should start filling this with water. Fluids should be an input, right? Oh, it's nerfed. We'll come up with another solution. Next day for me, I forgot where we left this. We're not without options. We can make a couple of things. The first one, to kind of continue with our theme, I guess, with Mekanism, we're going to make ourselves an electric pump. I've really got to insulate these wires. This is so dangerous. It's not gonna burn the place down or anything, but it's a little narrower and chancier than I like to do. So, how are we gonna manage this? We should run power out here, and we're gonna need, I think, a fluid pipe right there. And there's no better time like the present to start insulating these things. My goodness, I'm tired of getting zapped. I didn't think it was going to end up looking like this, but here we are. Okay, so that runs out there. We have some fluid pipes. We should think about maybe another one of these tanks, too, that we have all the creosote in, wherever I put that. We'll just keep going with the Mekanism theme and make a basic fluid tank from Mekanism. Why not? Now, how are we doing? Out of the way, Test. I had breakfast hours ago. How are we doing on fluid pipes here? We'll need more than this. I don't think I've actually crafted any. Okay, so we need some conduit binders, some copper. We've made some of this stuff, right? Yeah. Do you know, I think I tell a lie. I don't think we have made those things at all. We just got some from some variety of quest reward. We should be able to smelt these right up and then make some of the pipes. I got to clean out this inventory. It's ridiculous. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? What do we have? Bell pepper. Not much. That's not much at all. Alright, well, so much for that guy. It looks like we use this stuff for quite a few things. That is the wrong button. This is what we want. We're gonna make, this should be enough of these things, right? I cannot believe that wandering trader. Nothing. Okay, so there's a fluid pipe. Let's see at least if these will even connect. Probably not. I think we have this hooked up incorrectly. There's no, not enough energy. So, it's almost a guarantee that we have this plugged into the wrong spot. Can we hop up on here? Yes, we can. Alright. Oh, will we put the fluid pipe here? Yeah, okay, it likes that. Let's, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to let this guy up here, aren't we? So we'll have to go off to the side a little bit. And we'll come over. Don't want to let this guy up here. Go ahead and break that. I also don't want to walk all the way around again. This place is very inconvenient right now. Okay, so now it's gonna get... It's got energy. We can see it's filling up with water. That's good. Ow. Let's run this over to the tank. Alright, I don't know what happened to our sound there. It's back. So, we're gonna go ahead and just right click this so it'll start extracting. It's gonna fill this thing up. Right? Ow. Okay. Now we're gonna pour this in here and we're gonna get oxygen. Oh, perfect. Okay. So assuming, if I remember properly, that the teal is on this side, yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna get is oxygen going into this tank, hydrogen going into this tank. We don't need pipes. Now I believe that we could turn that into an output. And it'll, yeah, okay. No gas pipes required. No gas pipes required. The ore increasing is really just a sideshow, though, to the hydrogen, which was the goal today. Though we have another goal today, and that's Jetpack. Because this aggression shall not stand. Oh, there's a jetpack from Oratech? Okay. We may have to check that out. But this one will be relatively easy to make, so that's what we're gonna do. We've all seen this stuff before today. The circuits, the steel, tin we have, and another chemical tank. And here we go. So all you have to do to charge this thing, just throw it in here. You can see the hydrogen filling up. It's not the greatest jetpack in the world. It's definitely not the worst jetpack in the world, and we're going to be glad to have it. Okay, we're in the keybinds. We are going to chest mode. That means what you're wearing on your chest, and in our case, it's going to be the jetpack. I'm setting it to, you will notice, this, as in all mod packs, a lot of the default configs are, they have conflicts, or they're perhaps not what you would want them to be. This thing is not fully charged yet. I doubt. Okay, we're actually getting enough energy to maybe keep up. These things suck a lot of power, I'm here to tell you. Now, we do want to set these to dump excess, by the way, so that when one of these tanks fills up, and we're, say, using the oxygen for ore processing or filling all our machines with hydrogen, it won't just stop because one's full. If there's an excess, it'll just dump, and that's fine. But let's first of all, let's see. We got a back slot. Not seeing. Okay, so we'll just put it on. And what we can do now, we've got hover mode. We've got vector, which I don't really understand and has killed me at least once. Disabled. Regular. I prefer the hover. The hover on the Mekanism jetpack is perfect. It's perfect. Like, you're just absolutely still. Now, you can see it burns through the hydrogen fairly quickly, but we should get enough of a buffer to do what we want to do in the nether. Just a little bit of flight should allow us to find a way to put the other side of this portal down on the bottom, where the lava ocean is, as opposed to however high above it this is. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode. I'm pretty happy with the progress that got made today. Jetpack, pretty cool. But, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.